Good morning to all the market vendors. Good morning, good morning. Since 2020, they started some work on some new market facilities.
That are not open yet. Let's put out there. They ain't open yet.
They're not opened as yet.
I don't know why though.
Good morning to Mr. Clayton Bergen.
Why they're not open? We need to know why they're not open.
Braxa.
Can't be COVID. Can't be COVID.
It is COVID.
Can't be COVID.
It is COVID. So let me
Because
tell
we
you
outside. We outside. We
Let me-
outside. We outside. So you can't say it's COVID. Why is the reason why the market's not opening?
we outside. But Brax ain't outside though.
You mean
Now,
they're
this
not
is
outside?
what-
They're outside too? They fixing the road?
This is the reason
We need to open the market
what
about time.
we were told. Why the markets, the new markets, they're looking real spankydocious from the outside looking in.
Yes.
Right?
They look good.
Right? They look good. I don't
Paint
know
up
where
nice
it's,
outside.
What was
we
the last
saw the new,
elections?
we saw the new stalls inside. They had, yeah, they look neat. They were neat.
Right? So Braxton was responsible, from what we gathered. They're responsible for these projects. They're also responsible for the roads. They're responsible for
A lot
repairs.
of things.
They're
A lot of
responsible for the schools. Just to give you a general idea of what Braxton is responsible. So they have a really heavy workload, right? Just so that you could understand.
things. Like every other department.
Not as heavy as Braxton.
Huh? I mean, not as heavy.
If a school fence broke down, Braxa. A road one fix, Braxa. And then, of course, you have to wait
That's what they're there for.
Of course, right.
You don't get a
But
job. You don't get a job if
Hold
you
on.
cannot do it.
Hold on. You remember Braxa? You remember their purpose in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, right?
Mm-hmm.
Of course, they are limited in terms of their workload, in terms of their resources, speaking for money and material, right?
Pause right there.
So they have a hold on. I'm trying to explain Braxa. Right? Good.
Uh-huh.
2020 was COVID-19. 2021 was the volcanic eruption. I think it is understood that they would have to stop working on certain projects
Yeah.
that they started. So it's not a case where they can't finish up the projects. They have to stop working and relocate their resources to areas of greater need. The market, when you look at the priority list, everybody balling for the roads to fix. The market, when you look at the priority list, may not be as high as other projects. So you have to pick up that one set of people and put them somewhere else to deal with the cleanup post-volcanic eruption. So that's gonna prolong. In Glen, we are waiting on the facilities to finish and then open. And the reason that was prolonged, and it ain't home yet, is because Braxa had to relocate their resources to other areas of greater need.
So why they can't just hire someone private to deal with the issue?
Like a
That
contractor.
day. Yeah. Why
Everybody
not?
is taken up by other jobs.
Come on,
The
Crystal.
Parliament building,
You
Parliament
You're
building.
finding excuses
I'm
for
not
these things,
finding
man. You're
I'm not finding
for
excuses.
these
I'm
things.
telling you what is happening.
You're finding excuses
Right?
for these things.
Now, that's what we were told. I'm telling you what we were told as the reason the market ain't open. They're waiting to finish it up. Okay? Good. Now, let me go down to Chinatown. Let me go down to the old market there. Let me go down to next to the car park. 8290 shops. Some of these shops are selling food. Very recently, they put up some barricades to prevent vehicles from going in. At first, after the vendors went to find out what them they doing there. After they went to find that out, they were told that, oh, it's to prevent people from parking in here. But you guys, you who have stalls, you can park in here. Some days later, they said they put down a security officer there and they were not allowed to park as tenants. They were not allowed to park. They could only drive in to drop off and come back out. So first question, where they supposed to park?
I'm guessing the reason that they did that is because a lot of persons, parking is very hard to come by in town. You realize we have a lot of vehicles here. Some of
Right.
the parking lots, right? And then again, that is a very congested area. And you ever went there?
The persons who normally
Yeah,
have
I know.
items
I
selling
see-
outside, they
I've-
would park them up inside there.
I've seen persons park.
After work.
Yeah, I saw. I
Yes.
saw persons park there and they would block the entrance so other persons would not be able to access their shops. So I could
Right.
understand for the security and you put in the barrier there.
Right.
What I'm saying is that what I'm getting to is, so where should the person park? That is the problem that the vendors are having.
Where should the vendors who have stalls
Where should they park?
in the market, in that particular side of the Kingstown market? Where should they park?
Where should they park? In a
So-
parking lot.
They have to pay how much money per day?
There's a
per
parking lot.
week.
There's a parking lot right next there.
Oftentimes that's
Yeah,
full
They could go over there.
and holding up traffic in town. I mean, I
Well,
think
they could
it's
go there and
being
park.
I think it's being a little unreasonable that they don't have anywhere to
The
park.
thing is, some of these people are unruly. They just park the vehicle there and they leave it there.
Well, then put some
They leave
order
it, they
to
hold
it.
it. Right.
If
But
the
then
issue is
the
that the
place-
vendors
the
who
pla-
have vehicles
The
are
area-
parking in areas
the
that
area-
they're not supposed
The area
to.
is already congested, Crystal. If you go
Congested
there
with who?
with vendors, it's vendors. It's a very tight spot there. There's no way. Let's say every person who has a shop there has a vehicle, and they all decide, you know what, we're gonna park our vehicles there.
What's wrong with that?
They won't fit. It's gonna be more.
Okay, so the reality is not every vendor has a vehicle.
right.
All right?
The reality is that, but just go park in the parking lot. Go park in a parking lot. Rockstar put it in place there
No,
because
that's
they're
not
blocking up the
parking lot.
area.
They
blocking up-
barricade.
Yeah, they barricaded
For
the
the
area
unruly
because they're
people who
blocking
do
it.
not belong there.
Yeah.
All right. The next problem they have, the rodents that are running around in Chinatown, they have complained about that from time and time again.
Rodents all over town, Crystal. Rodents, sometimes you walking across the bus terminal, you see rodents flying out.
Remember the other day
The
they had
issue
one
is-
on the pallet?
The when we had the flood,
Yeah,
a
okay,
while
besides the
back.
point. Mhm.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, tongue need cleaning up on a whole. You can't just pinpoint one spot in tongue and say, oh, the market over this. So we need to get the vendors off the street.
Okay, but that's not the
In
problem
order
this
for the
morning.
tongue.
That is not the problem this
No,
morning.
but
The
it's
prob-
a
hold
part.
on.
It's a part of the problem.
Hold on. The people who have the problem this morning, and see, that's the issue too. When one set of people have a problem, everybody else wants to jump in and say, I have a problem too.
Because it's a chain reaction.
We are dealing,
It's a
we are
chain
dealing with
reaction.
one set of people who have an issue.
The
Allow the one set of people who have the issue to air their issues.
Nah.
So the people who are in
It's a chain
Chinatown,
reaction.
the people who are in Chinatown, they have an issue with the rodents. They have complained and nothing was being done. That is what they are saying this morning, and they want to get off the chest.
What hasn't been done? What they didn't bring,
They're still there, and the rodents still there, and they ain't paying the rent.
Or the sanitation department didn't come around and show
The point is, it needs to be rectified,
Crystal.
right?
we're
And
gonna-
it is disheartening for people to have food stalls, and you're complaining time and time again to the Kingstown Town Board, and ain't nothing being done.
Nothing is going to change.
The area, if you say nothing is going
Nothing's
to
gonna
change, then
change.
nothing will change because you have that mindset.
It's not the mindset. It's that the people held accountable. They're not doing anything. You come here and you rant about it. They're just gonna listen,
So
and then we
the
have
op-
the
so
mentality
we
already
have-
that is a 3 days talk.
Okay.
About something.
So don't talk about it. Let's
What-
move on to
the
something else
vendors
then.
need to take action themselves.
They did take action.
What
and-
did they do?
They had a
What did
little.
they do?
They had a little. They said they had
They
a
did
little
nothing.
protest. I am getting to
They
the
do
other
nothing.
issues.
They do nothing.
You cannot say they didn't do anything.
What did they do? Was it loud enough for persons to hear?
The other problem that they have, they say they went to the Kingstown Town Board to get some rectification. They fed up talk, they fed up ask questions.
Why is the next move after talking? Because we all
They
talk.
said they had a little protest
Where?
in Kingstown.
Where?
Father God help me this morning. You didn't hear me just say in Kingstown.
But
Right?
nonsense. Nonsense.
They say
yo.
they had a little, I am telling you.
You make me stew my teeth all day.
Yeah, I am telling you what the people them say. They had a little protest. Nobody came to their assistance.
Exactly, because they ain't loud enough. They probably must be
So what do
3
you
people.
want
Must be
them to
3
do?
people. Must be 3 people alone come.
What do you want
Must
them
be
to
3
do,
people go. What they
Crash?
going to do? They're going to go in modern times now. We're going to go with some placard and we're going to say, oh, I have a problem here, y'all. I'm coming and clean up the place. What other actions they going to do?
I am asking you, what do you want them to do now?
What I want them to do? I can't tell them what to do.
They ain't doing
If they-
enough,
if
but you
they've
have
been-
no
if
suggestions.
they've been trying-
If you don't have any suggestions, then you're saying they ain't
well-
doing enough, but you have no suggestions. Where are the
Okay.
suggestions?
Okay. What I would suggest, well, let me say suggest. What I don't even want to tell them what to do because
Okay.
then I'm gonna be an
While you get some more suggestions, let me read out the other issues that they have. So the toilets, this is what the vendors in those 3 areas say, right? The toilets stopped working in 2020. They put up some temporary toilets. Sometimes the toilets are not cleaned for days on end. Smelling bad. People who providing food. Oh my God, I don't even want to think about it. Sometimes it smells so bad, they have to go elsewhere. You talk to them, nothing happens. Because wrong there, it smells so bad. 2020, they can't fix the toilets up to now. The stench. I don't mention the barricade as well. The other problem that they have, they feel very disrespected. That things are done. Remember they paying rent to it?
Look, you just make something that I was getting to that.
They paying.
Don't pay.
Yeah,
don't pay no rent.
Don't pay and then
don't
what?
Don't pay no rent.
Don't pay and then what?
What are they going to come do? They're going to throw you out?
Okay then.
They're going to throw you out.
It will be a problem if they don't pay.
Yeah, but if you come together, that's the thing. Is because there's no unity over there. That is why they have all these issues. They need to come together. It's not just 5 people coming. Oh, let we go protest. You've realized protests don't do anything. Those are old methods. They're not working. You know what?
I waiting on the new
You don't
method.
pay. You don't pay them. You don't pay when they come around with the book to take up your money.
And then what?
You don't pay them.
They say. They come and they put up the barricades and nobody told them anything beforehand. They had to go and try to find out. So, Mr. Bergen, the people want some answers. The people want to know why they can't park the vehicles in that area there next to the stalls. The people want to know why you're making changes and then come in to talk to them after. You know, sometimes all of these things could be cleared with a simple conversation. A simple conversation beforehand. Listen, guys, all right, you guys are tenants. This is what we're going to do. We're going to make some changes. We're going to put up some barricades because this is the problem that we're facing. Could you help us come up with some solutions? Oh, yeah. They did that the other day when they were attempting to get vendors off the street of Kingstown. They did that the other day. They said, no, we're going to start a competition. You guys give us the ISIS. I'm still waiting on the other suggestion besides not paying. Some responses coming in there. Somebody says, right? We had to stop in like a couple seconds. Did SVG...
This is a very serious issue and must not be marginalized.
Did SVG get wealthy overnight? I keep hearing people just suggesting fix this, pay for that. Max saying yesterday we should get fire marshal, get private ambulances. There's a department responsible for dealing with certain things. Crystal say they're busy. Now Crash suggesting here private contractors. Vince, you really have money, man. Yeah, we're rich.
No, because the persons we putting in place not doing what it's supposed to. So it's like they're not doing the job right, so they get outside help. Someone is saying here the vendors should be part of the cleaning process and they should have committed to represent their industry.
Mm-hmm. Everybody come together. This is a collective. It's supposed to be a collective solution to the problem. But don't disrespect the people like that. Don't do things and then, and this is what I'm getting from them. Don't do things and then after the fact come and tell them. And then tell them they can't do this and they can't do that. They're paying. They are paying. Even if it's just $5, they are paying. We gotta go. You can continue to share your responses on the WhatsApp 4301043. We'll read them out when we come back. We gotta go to a sponsor segment right now.